Okay, so I want to point something out to people. These are the current fires that we're having in California right here. This is the Cal Fire map. I want you to notice something, okay? This fire here, outside of a national park where there's trees, okay? Got it? This fire above Klamath, outside of a national park where there's trees. This fire, both of them, okay, outside of cojoining national parks where there's trees. Okay? Are you seeing a pattern here? Okay? Outside of a national park where there's trees. See that? Because, well, let me show you here. Let me show you. Let's do this. I've done this video before, but I think it's important that it gets done constantly so that people don't forget. Okay, so here's that same area, okay? Let me show you why they're burning outside of national parks. I've done this before, but I want people to understand. We're going to start right here at Mount Shasta, okay, as an example. And I want you to see what this looks like. It looks like it has some kind of a skin rash or disease, doesn't it? You see the national park area here? Right here, right? Right in the middle is a clear cut. See the squares? But around it, no fires. But this area here burned viciously last year. No fucking trees. Okay? Here we are, right? This is why we have so many fires. Everyone's like, oh, we need to cut down some trees. We need to... No. This is why there's fires, because the snow cannot soak into the ground where these clear cuts are at. You see the legally determined piece that we have to have here? I don't know how this is going to work, right? But you see these? These are legally what they have to leave in the clear cuts. And they all have them. They all have these little things. That's what they legally have to leave. Okay? Yeah, shameful. So let's see how bad it really is. You can tell that from Mount Shasta, look at that. This all burned viciously last year. This whole area here had lots of bad fires. Okay, you can see it's all stripped, right? There's no way for the water when we do get rain. Okay, there's no way for the water to soak into the ground because we have basically denuded the forest wherever it's not parkland, like here. Okay, you get this. Wherever they're allowed to take all the lumber, they take all the lumber. Giant ones like this, but these go all the way down the crest of the Sierra Nevadas. Even over here into the more denuded parts of Nevada. Okay? This is the Sierra Nevadas that people don't see. Because if you zoom out a little bit, see, there's Shasta Lake right here. There's Shasta Lake. Not far from Shasta Lake, the entire forest has been fucking denuded. This is why we have fires. The only areas where we don't have fires are areas like this. Okay, here we go. See, this area, parkland, Shasta. Okay, pretty bad. And it goes all the way down the fucking spine. Wherever there's forest, you have to remember, this is the band of forest that supposedly is the Sierra Nevadas. Okay? All burnt. Wherever you see these denuded areas like this is where we have the worst fires because there is no moisture in the ground. The snow, you can see these older burns here, right? But these have been planted. You can see how the trees are spaced really far apart. So it helps a little having it replanted, but the ground cannot hold any moisture because the snow lands on these bald areas and then is evaporated and instead of soaking into the ground. When it falls in an area like this, where there's trees, okay, then the snow is under these trees, it's protected, and it has time to soak into the ground. Simple, real simple. It's not hard to understand what's going on. It's just most people don't know this is what's going on. Most people don't understand that the entire Sierra Nevada fucking range has been pillaged by logging companies. Okay, they asked for a permit. The permit's granted. Yeah, go ahead and fucking cut it down. If it is not parkland, it is not protected. Okay? Goes all the way down the fucking coast. All the way down the Sierra Nevadas. You get down to Tahoe over here, okay? You can see why Tahoe has some burn problems last year because they don't have the forest that people think they have. Yeah, all the way down, everything has just been fucking denuded. As much as they can cut down, they've cut down. This is why we have fires. It's not because we have too many trees. It's because we don't have enough trees. Okay? We don't have enough trees. Everything is fucking clear cut. And you can see it at this magnification, you can see all the clear cutting, right? Look at that. That is just fucking horrifying. That entire mountainous area right there has been denuded of fucking trees. Wow. Just horrifyingly fucking bad. Look at that. Oh, man. Okay? This is the problem. This is why we have fires. And again, okay, the only places where you don't have fires is where we have fucking trees. Because let me tell you what grows in these areas like this. Let me tell you what grows here, okay? Manzanita. Look at that. That is all Manzanita. Not trees like right here. There's some trees here, okay? But that is fucking Manzanita and brush. That is how fire burns so hot and so fast and so rapidly. And then you get to this area, right? No fire. Fire's not going to burn there. The ground is moist. There's not as much fuel underneath of the trees because the trees block out the sunlight. And you can tell that this is much older than this. See this? See the two different growths there? Pretty damn obvious, huh? So anyway, if you want to know what's going on in your national forest, yep, this is what's going on in your national forest.